So Logic dropped off a new record featuring Slug and Killer Mike, and the production on that is on point, very mellow. It's just basically about music, the different genres of music. I guess you listen to how he says it in the hook. He was looking at an article, and they basically talking about the good and the bad, and overall, it's just basically like everything about music is basically a trail of life. Like you got this genre, that genre, that genre, but hip hop is connected to R&B. R&B is connected to jazz, and jazz is connected to this. So at the end of the day, it's just all a overall good song. I definitely love that Common sample. I thought that was pretty dope. I was listening to like, oh shit, that's Common. The corner joint, that song was pretty. I didn't like it at first, you know what I mean, when Common dropped it, but it kind of grew on me. And then overall, I think Logic verse was the best. Killer Mike verse kind of threw me off in a way because it's like, huh, he's talking about a chick, and I know that's not what the song is about. And the other cat Slug, I don't really know who the fuck he is, but I mean, yeah, that didn't really fit. And I was like, yo, why he didn't have this type of sound on his sophomore album? This is the kind of the sound that we all used to. And we know Logic Flow is just, man, the way he can harmonize and use melodic pitches in his voice. That's the Logic that we all grew to enjoy and like. But at the end of the day, he make a good point. You know what I mean? I always say that, like, with music, I mean, you can't really judge it without listening to it. But at the same time, everybody does different things when it comes to music, no matter if it's rap, pop, R&B, rock. So it doesn't matter. It's just still different genres of music, and people creatively make their own type of music in that genre. So why would you say this is better than that? And that's a lot of things. Well, that's a subject that a lot of people go back and forth on, like, oh, this era was better, or the way you could say, okay, trap music or backpack music, conscious music. They'll argue within that little subgenre that certain artists is better than the next artist. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's just all about being creative and doing what you love, basically. And that's basically the whole concept behind Trail Life. And I think that's pretty dope. I had to listen to it a couple times, you know what I mean, to actually get the vibe of it. But I feel like I get why Logic sometimes reaches out to certain artists and he shows love, but he got to sometimes understand that only you can kind of prevent forest fires. No, I'm just fucking around. But sometimes he just got to realize only him himself can really convey that emotion that the song needs in all three verses and a hook. You don't always have to, share that light with somebody if they not understand the concept. Like you break down to them like, yo, this is the concept of the record and this is the direction we going, and then they submit their verse. If it don't fit the song, I mean, out of showing respect, I get it, but it's just like it throws the song the fuck off because you'll have people listening to the song and then they'll only listen to your verse and then they won't listen to the song again. Then they'll be like, okay, the song's debatable. I mean, yeah, the production is on point, the sample, nice piano in there, but at the same time, if every verse is not solid, 9 times 10 people not gonna really come back to the song. But he makes sense, you know what I mean? And he definitely know how to still keep his name going after the momentum of an album and the tour and everything like that. But I fuck with the record, and I definitely the production itself, just the beat alone is like wow, like it make you think like what other concept could he have came up with for this type of beat. But I ain't mad at the song. I'm definitely still loving the album. You know, hoping that we'll get another project next year because I feel like if he 2014, 2015, I think 2016 he can do another project, you know what I mean, tour and then back away from the game for a little minute. I don't really think that people will forget about him, but with music like this, I definitely feel like people go want another mixtape. I know that's kind of off the subject at hand, but at the end of the day, I know he said he wasn't going to do another tape, but you kind of still got to get that same the fans that got you to where you at. You got to feed them in a way that the label can't get in the way of you being creative, and basically not forgetting your roots and where you came from. But this is a good start, going into 2016. Definitely looking forward to see what he's gonna do next year. You know what I mean? Of course, every artist tour and everything like that, and that's great. They do their little 1-2 with the merch, but it's the music that I feel lasts the longest. And with music like this, just has me anticipating more from him because it just like the album is not where his peak is. You feel me? You know that he gonna come with something that's like wow. This artist just got to find a zone, and I feel like once he find his zone and find his own area of expertise when it comes to music, basically his own lane, you know what I mean? It is what it is. He gonna be around for a minute. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about the song if y'all heard it. If you didn't, definitely go check it out and then come back and let me know what you think. I think it's a good one, man. I think he owns something, and I hope to God we get some more music from him soon. One.